Glory to Jesus Christ. My name is Father Vladimir Zaplatsky and I welcome you to the first ever online Orthodox Christian cooking show. And today is our 5th episode and we are making a recipe from this wonderful book called Hanya's Kitchen. It's actually a collection of the recipes done by Matushka Nina Stroyan, and today's recipe, this book, before we go to the recipe, this book still can be purchased or ordered from St. Tikhon's bookstore. I will provide the link for those of you who would like to buy it. But today's recipe, we're going to make garlic soup. Seems to be a very simple recipe. We never did it before, so we will try to follow the recipe and and see how it goes. So for this recipe we need a bunch of garlic. It calls for 5 cloves of garlic minimum. I kind of went a little bit more because I like garlic. 3 egg yolks, half a cup of light cream, salt, pepper to taste, rosemary and thyme, and about a quart of chicken broth. So before I begin to address other ingredients, I will just start with heating the broth in the pan. And while the broth will be heating, we will address the rest of the ingredients. So to begin this soup we need to address the garlic first, and we have a bunch of garlic cloves, and I will just press them with the garlic press, all of them. If you want to chop, you can chop them finely. The recipe says that it has to be chopped finely, so this press should do it for the purposes needed. And really work your muscles with this little press. So as you can see, I kind of went slightly more than 5 cloves garlic, because coincidentally my wife made a garlic soup not too long ago, and she probably used 30 cloves of garlic, and I really liked it. So, but 5 cloves probably will do it. And so this is it. The garlic is ready. Meanwhile, I'm gonna chop some rosemary from our garden. A little bit of rosemary and thyme to add to the soup. So while the bouillon is, chicken stock is heating up, we're gonna fry our garlic in about a tablespoon of vegetable oil. And garlic is a very delicate ingredient, and you have to watch not to burn it, but it has to turn brown, and it should take just a minute or 2. So our garlic is almost done. It's turning brown color, and our chicken stock is boiling, so I'm just gonna, I think I used a little bit too much oil, so I'm gonna just try to scoop the garlic and put it right into that chicken stock. The recipe says that it boils for a little bit. Oh, that's too much oil, really too much oil. So once it boils for a little bit, good thing I used more garlic than it called for, because I think that we might need that. So the garlic goes in, we add our chopped thyme and rosemary in, and we're gonna go to our prep station to address the eggs. So to get ready the eggs, actually egg yolks, it's not the whole eggs, we had 3 egg yolks. We're gonna just beat them up a little bit, scramble, and add the light cream into it and mix it well. Just make sure that everything incorporates very well, and if you can do without splattering all over the place would be good, or rather if I can do that without this splattering all over the place. So it looks maybe I ate a bit too much light, too much cream, but it should be okay. But now the recipe says we need to temper the eggs, and we're gonna go back to the stove and I'll show you how. Okay, now we're gonna add the eggs to the soup, but before we do that we will temper them a little bit, and we're going just to scoop a little bit of a hot liquid, and as you add it, you kind of have to mix it because you don't want your eggs to cook and scramble in the soup. I'm gonna just add it a little bit more. So once you add it to the soup, we can, be sure that they won't scramble. Hopefully, they won't scramble. I'm just gonna grab myself a bigger whisk before I put it. There's a little bit of noise along the way. So I think the mixture is pretty warm now, so I'll be putting that right into our soup, and I'll keep mixing it as I do it too, so it doesn't become like one lump in there. So it smells pretty good. Let's hope we follow the recipe to the tooth, which we didn't, of course, but see, and they say to let it simmer for another 5 minutes, and then we'll taste it and see how it went. Evidently this recipe is very popular in the region of Carpathian Mountains in Eastern Europe, and we will try and see whether we achieved something here. So here we have the soup, and I'm gonna just dress it up a little bit with a Parmesan cheese on top, and a little bit of thyme to give it a little bit of spark. The actually recipe recommends parsley for that, but we'll do it with the thyme, and we're gonna taste it now. I'm gonna taste it now, because you can't. You're watching this video. It's really looks like a very, very light broth, and the cheese is melting on my spoon. It's really nice, very light. If with the winter approaching here in Buffalo, it can be very nice soup to make, to enjoy with the family, and I hope you try it. The recipe is below the video. Give us thumbs ups on YouTube, share it on Facebook, and see you next week.